Welcome, welcome. Ooh, voice crack. Welcome, welcome. We are back at it with some more Resident Evil tonight. Hopefully, if we can manage, we might actually be able to beat it. I know we're in like the last, like the home stretch. I'm trying to remember if I can push through and get this done in 3 hours. So we're gonna try. Picking up where we left off from last week. We are going to the courtyard to throw the battery in the elevator. Try not to die from, what's it called? The hunters. Because apparently they still give me anxiety no matter how many times I've fought them. That said, let's make sure the control... Okay, I was just hitting the wrong button, that's all. Oh, the joys of remembering taking controls right before I run to my doom. Let's make sure I actually grab the battery, because that's the important part. And I definitely don't want to use any of the Magnum rounds, given we are getting closer towards the end of the game and I'd like to save those for the final boss. I've already used enough bazooka rounds on hunters, so trying my best to conserve supplies for that last little throwdown. I think that's everything we'll need. I'm debating on if I put anything back, because I can't remember where I need to use these two. I know it'll be soon, but I can't remember if I can afford to drop them off before I go to the battery. But honestly, you know what we say, fuck it, we ball. I'll go ahead and drop these two off, and if I need them, I'll regret my decision later. But for now, I know there's healing items on the way to this elevator. So, gonna risk it. And hopefully it pays off? Question mark? Now the real question is, should I just go upstairs? Because I think I've cleared out most of the upstairs path over there. But I don't want to find out the hard way I haven't. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. We'll go downstairs. If we die, we die. We just start back here and make better decisions next time around. The real hard part is going to be remembering which hunters I've killed and which ones I need to avoid. I think there's one left in this hallway. Yep. Definitely is. But we're not getting more than one footstep out of it. Because fuck those things. Now something tells me there's gonna be hunters in this hallway ahead. And if that's the case and they replace the zombie dogs, I don't know, maybe we stagger them with a pistol. I hope that works. Oh no, spiders, even better. Fuck me. Ugh. Honestly, I'll take those over hunters. Physically more unsettling, but physically less imposing. I think I'm just gonna go to the end of this hallway? Yeah. The stagger worked. Barely. Son of a bitch. We're probably in the orange. I hope we're not in danger, because we did take that full hit. Okay, we're only in orange. Ugh. I fucking hate those things. maybe don't eat those hits. Oh, we're out of healing items. That's great. Ooh, don't take another hit if we don't have to. Alright, we're gonna reload. Don't think anything really replenishes in here, so... This is specifically why we cleared that inventory space. Let's go ahead and combine these to keep that inventory space clean. I don't think there's anything that way that we need. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can reach the elevator from this route. Oh, no I can't. My cat just brushed against my leg. Scared the shit out of me, I'm not even gonna lie. Try and avoid these snakes. My luck, there's probably going to be a hunter down here. Oh sweet, I didn't jinx myself. I need the hand crank. That's what I was forgetting. Damn it. Alright, we're gonna have to spin some shotgun chills. Because unfortunately, that pistol's not gonna cut against the hunters. Well, I guess now at least we have plenty of inventory space to grab everything we need. Okay. I was trying to get ready to shoot him. And we're wasting ammo. Thankfully, you did less damage than I thought I was going to do. Thankfully, I can just hit the save room right here. Did I kill the hunter outside of this one? I did. Okay. Wait, what was that note on the wall? Oh, not that important. We'll grab the disc. Crank. Equal metal. so Barry's the one that left all their supplies out for me. I couldn't remember canonically if it was him or Chris. Should have figured it was Barry. Barry's our babysitter. I still can't believe I took that hit. I should have been able to avoid that. The water, and we get to go under the water. And we don't have to deal with the snakes again. I don't know why my voice is cracking so much. Do I use that crank again? Is it really that versatile of a tool? I was hoping it'd clear up the space. Unless the game doesn't register it like a key. Alright, time to head downstairs. I don't like this already. This is probably the vaguest my memory is in this game. I feel like something happens down here, but I don't remember what. I don't like that music. We're not going to investigate that room yet. We're going to check other rooms first. That's just the soundtrack for these rooms. And these are the same room, just on different ends. Healing items and a grenade round, that's ominous. Well, before we do anything, let's try and find a safe room. Otherwise, we might be reloading when we die. That snake is dead, right? I did kill it. Oh, if I had a ink ribbon, it'd be very convenient. Well, this is bad. I'm 10 rounds from a shotgun is enough to put down whatever I'm gonna have to fight in that room. I guess we'll investigate this side.
Is that Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
You're alive!
Wait there!
What are those balls?
Are you with anybody, Jill?
What? Oh no, I'm alone. But why are you asking?
Listen, the stars are going to be finished soon. Someone is a traitor. Everything was plotted from the start by Umbrella.
Enrico!
You just didn't
Who
happen
killed
to
him,
see
I
it.
wonder?
It's a concerning lack of situational awareness considering what's been going on here. Well, at least we got more ammo. That's the crank I need, of course. I hate to waste this. But there's a healing item in the next room. We need inventory space. Oh, why didn't I pick it up? That's the whole reason I use that. Well, at least I know there's a hunter there now. Why couldn't it have attacked whoever was just in here shooting people? We will never know. Then again, it was probably Wesker. Oh, jeez. Oh. I just took that much damage that fast. Oh, not that much. I don't know how I lucked out, but I'll take it. That is super unfortunate, though. I don't have the bullets to be wasting on these things. So I do need to go back through the other door, but I need that healing item. You know what? We'll see if the crank disappears from my inventory. I'll be very generous. I didn't mean to check it again. So use it. That's either a crazy, well-designed mechanism, or Jill does not skip arm days. Oh, shit. That is a boulder. Only Chris was here to punch that. Oh, come on. Yep. Oh, that's why I fucking hate those things. I'm actually just gonna put the shotgun away and grab out the bazooka. Because why not?
Resident Evil.
Oh. I think it's safe to leave everything else. But you know what? We are going to bring an ink ribbon. almost done with the mansion, I can finally kind of sort of remember the bottom story layout. But that's just how it works, right? There's more ammo for this thing. 2 cases of it, actually. So we will go ahead and kill both of the hunters on my way to the outdoors. Which is a what? 1 here? None of that. I knew it was coming and I still jumped. And then we've got this one right here. Shot that I can afford to miss. That was a very expensive miss shot. Not only did it cost me life, but it cost me ammo. Unfortunate, really. I know it's late game, but why do those things gotta do so much damage? Matter of fact, it'll take a little bit extra legwork, but I think it's probably in my best interest to put the battery in the elevator, use the crank, and then go drop the crank off in the safe room, since I went ahead and cleared out all those hunters. I wish I could split the implements apart, but I just hope that happens tomorrow. It'd be nice to just have the one that I can burn and clear up the inventory space when I'm back in that tunnel. Watch the hunter respawn on me. least the zombies don't go red-faced in this one. That's a really cool addition in the remake, but it's also so much more resource intensive. Which door is it? We're getting rid of this crank. Green berries now. Do we go ahead and grab the acid rounds? Nah, because then with the explosive and the fire rounds, my inventory will be full again. I'd rather have a second healing item if I'm honest. This does explain why he's so generous with the health back and the explosive rounds, though. At least we know we're safe to clear out that room. Alright. Leave it as this one. Definitely grabbing this. Alright, so now that we've got everything, avoid losing 30 minutes of progress again.
Is that Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
You'd think from
Yeah?
this you could see.
You're alive!
Wait there! Are you with anybody, Jill?
What? Oh no, I'm alone. But why are you asking?
Listen, the stars are going to be finished soon. Someone is a traitor. Everything was plotted from the start by Umbrella.
You know, I give Jill a hard time for not turning around there. But Enrico could
Enrico!
have called out the name of whoever he was looking
Who
at.
killed him, I wonder?
Just a thought. Oh, wrong way. Guess it doesn't hurt to go ahead and reload. Nice. Apparently the leg swipe does 0 damage. A little weird now that I think about it. Because that thing definitely hit me, and I definitely made a noise. Not even able to grab the fire. Would have been a little ironic if I died there. Just adjusted some audio levels because I realized the game audio is pretty low, but I also had the desktop audio playing. Apologies for any echo. I've done wasted. 3 shots missing. But I guess at least now I can pick up the fire ammo. I'll wait until I'm at least in like the caution. Oh, I completely forgot about that fight. Oh. What are the chances that I have to spend healing items on little spiders? Okay, at least it doesn't poison me. I'm pretty sure there was an ink ribbon in there, but I wasn't trying to die, trying to grab it while the little spiders were jumping at me. So I'm going to save, but I'm going to save in the second slot, just in case I'm wrong. I completely forgot about the giant spider. It'd be nice if there was a map anywhere down here. Always so happy to hear this music. I'm gonna keep these ones separate. Hopefully we don't need that knife again. I have another blue herb in here. Probably wouldn't hurt to save again, but just to be safe, I'll hold off, because there's not much to be lost if I were to have to backtrack from it. Of course, they'd just drop snakes. Why wouldn't they? They said, you don't want to save? We will make you regret this decision. This feels like a trap. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we do have to run from another boulder. You know what? We're gonna risk it and run past the snakes again. We just start popping over the wall and me shit. Oh, fuck it. I believe that's a square one. I don't want to open my mouth about any of these enemies, because last time I said there was a specific enemy that wasn't too bad. I quickly learned my lesson. Hey, there's the map that I was asking for. And another disc? Okay. Well, since we have the map... Oh, I guess I can turn it again? Hopefully nothing too crazy. Oh, okay. Puzzle solving. Of course. this justifies a save. I guess for now we will switch back to the shotgun. It's kind of risky, but I'm going to put that blue herb away. And then worst case scenario, I can run to the elevator and go upside, get some more blue herbs. Wait, did I save? I don't think I saved. Shit. Definitely did not save. Now, hopefully we don't need that hex gear crank again, but we'll find out soon enough. We need it. Son of a bitch. Of course the puzzle resets. So why wouldn't it? As much as I keep running through here, I'm gonna wind up getting bit by one of those things. Just because I keep forgetting and having to backtrack. Sorry for yawning. Had to step one pace to the side. Alright, let's see what's inside this book. Alright. Now if we can just figure out where those medals go. Would it be upstairs in the courtyard? Never feels safe to put this thing away, but at this point. Can't hurt, right? Let's see if I missed anything when I rode that elevator earlier. Unless it's gonna be something I have to backtrack to the guardhouse for. I feel like we wrapped everything up out there. Maybe I'm wrong though. Alright, bear with me just a few moments. I'm gonna step away, another drink, and I'll be right back. Whoops, wrong screen. We are back. And what were we doing? Checking the metals, right? I'm trying to think, because I genuinely can't think of anywhere else that these things would go. I'm gonna double check to make sure I didn't miss anything up here, because I don't want to have to go back to that guardhouse unless I absolutely have to. That's what I get for only checking the thing that looks like it's gonna move. Go figure. Alright. Now we descend into the lab. The further into this game I get, the less I remember off the top of my head. So bear with me while I struggle to piece together what I'm forgetting from my childhood. Alright, I think that's where I have to head for the mad dash at the end of the game. Because I feel like every old Resident Evil game has some type of okay, we got a box with no save spot. That's a bit concerning. Anything else puzzle-wise that might come into play here? I swear, if we need that crank again. One of these is a door locks. That one. Oh, both of them. He's dead. They're getting way too generous with the healing items right now. I don't like it. Well, hopefully I don't need anything else. Let me make sure there's nothing on this desk that I can use. Okay. And now we descend. Why is it naked? You're not fooling anyone. Alright, fine, label it out. We're gonna run. Good thing I double checked. That one's up. There's another one? Holy shit. Where did you come from? Ugh. That's like all of my pistol ammo. What the fuck? I had like 65 rounds when I started shooting those things. So you got a blue door, red door. Are you getting the green one? Nope. I don't like this music in the slightest. Nothing useful. Don't remember what's on there, but I do remember that slide cartridge. Cartridge. That computer reminds me of every family computer people had in like the 90s and early 2000s. Son of a bitch. That's the computer I need for these locks. Oh, come on. So you're telling me they're just gonna keep respawning down here? Or did I just not kill that one? Well, this isn't good. Alright. Researcher's letter. Oh yeah, this is where they got Ada Wong from. It's like a brief one-off, but because of this letter, they ended up creating her as a character for Resident Evil 2. Dear Ada, by the time you read this, I'll be something different. Today's test turned out to be positive, just as I expected. I feel like going crazy when I think about becoming one of them. Ada, you're not infected, and I hope you never will be. In case you're the last one left, take the material in the visual data room and go to the power room to operate the triggering system before you escape. And make all this public through the media. If everything is in order, all the locks can be opened by the security system. You can access the system if you log in with my name from the terminal in the small lab and enter the password. The password is your name. To unlock the door at B2 where the visual data room is located, you'll need to access with our names first and then enter another password. I've written the code below. I'm sure you'll understand it easily. And this is my last hope. If you find me completely changed, kill me yourself. Okay. Alright, password 1 to Ada. This password, I'm not sure. Some type of runes, that's encouraging. Oh. Starting to fear my controller might have stick drift. Tree, apple, man, woman. And somebody's used the sink recently. Oh, thank God, more ammo. You know what, for now, I'll go back in that computer room, try and use at least one of these door lock discs. They're all back. Oh, come on. Let me see if it's like Eden. So it's like the Garden of Eden in that picture. Nope. Well, at least there's that. For what it's worth. Okay. I'm gonna try the first letter of each one of those words for the password. Tree, apple, and lemon. Let me skim over this one more time. Unlock B2 where the visual room is located. You'll need to access with our names first, then enter another password. Write in the code below. I'm sure you'll understand it easily. That's runes, like what the fuck? Well, we did unlock one of the rooms. So let's go check that one out at least. Oh. That's not good. Considering they're tanks and they just respawn, there's no point in me wasting more ammo than I have to. This was the room where I found that, right? Yes. Whoops. I'm gonna see if anything changes if I just turn on the blue light. And if nothing else, we'll just go in that other room that I unlocked. Okay. I feel like that password has something to do with this picture, but I could be reading way too deep into it. Oh well. Guess we'll just settle for checking this room that we got unlocked. Why is there so many of them? Oh, that's not good. Okay. General Manager, Sanitation Division. Special Committee on Disasters, Raccoon Special Research Department. This memorandum is strictly confidential and must be destroyed as soon as it's understood. Regarding the T-Virus outbreak which occurred recently, this committee conducted a field survey. According to the survey results, estimates on the amount of damage caused by the accident are considerably greater than reported earlier. First, although it is very difficult to obtain accurate data in terms of numbers, it is thought that more than half of the researchers died after exposure to the T-Virus. The body count will most likely increase since nearly all of the survivors are shown to have symptoms peculiar to the T-Virus. Second, our security system is still in operation. However, our security guard squad has been nearly destroyed. Because of that, research information considered by our company to be top secret has been made available to outsiders. Countermeasures should be taken as soon as possible. Finally, many of the subjects from the experiment have escaped and are out of control. We believe that some researchers were killed by these subjects and their bodies were mutilated. By curious coincidence, these events are proof of the success of our research. However, there is also a very high risk that this news may be leaked to the press if we don't act immediately. The condition is very serious, and our operation to cover up the situation is difficult to attain. However, we hope the problem will be solved quickly. We are especially concerned that state police and STARS are intervening too quickly. We need to act on the situation. Alright. I didn't get to shoot! I need to shoot! Oh, I'm dead. I couldn't get out of it. I can't believe that just happened.
Resident Evil.
Oh, big brain plays on my part. All right. Since we don't need it right this instant, and we know that there's additional MO disc on the way, keep this inventory cleared. I don't have the wolf thing yet. Son of a bitch. I just lost so much progress. Fuck. Here I am worried about hunters, and it was regular ass zombies that did me in. I say regular, they do respawn. I'm so disappointed in myself right now. Well, on one hand, at least we know not to waste our ammo on those zombies as soon as we get down there. Oh, this game has a way of humbling you no matter how many times you played through it. Up here, through the metals in the fountain. Given that there's a good chance we will need healing items before we need there's MO disc, I'm gonna go ahead and grab these two and mix them with that third herb as soon as we go down. I still can't believe I died there. Had plenty of ammo, I even had a healing item left, I think. I think these ones are standard. But I might find out that I'm wrong later. Matter of fact, I'll actually use that last one to top off my health. You know what, here will be our moment of truth to find out if guy's res. So we're gonna drop this ammo disc off just to keep the space clear. So in theory, by the time we'll need them, we'll have to come back for the other ones anyways. Alright, good deal. Those ones are gone. Pop a right, interact with everything just to make sure the game doesn't block us from doing anything. Make sure this is on file. Honestly forgot there's a green herb in here, but that's good to know. I believe both these doors were locked, right? Gotta try not to mash the X button so much. There was somewhere I picked up more ammo from my pistol and I can't remember. So that one's now unlocked. I'm gonna see if flipping man and woman, so like TAWN, might be a... That's not it. I'm all out of guesses. It gives me a more clear cut. I feel you. Let me check if the ammo's in this room. Yes, okay. I knew it was somewhere after I shot all those ones. The only reason I'm using the shotgun here is just because of the sheer numbers. I was hoping to use less than that, but whatever works, right? That was the facts I read just before I died. Figured out where I need the ammo discs. I'll test something real quick. Guess that doesn't work. Alright, time to go back to the box and grab those discs. Actually, test my theory. I'm gonna see if those ones regenerated after I blew their heads off. Highly doubt it, but it's worth a shot. What do you mean all of them are dead? And why do these other ones regenerate? I'm so confused. Oh, I'll still not wasting any more ammo that I don't have to. Unless maybe they're crawling in through that hole down there. Just an unlimited supply of bodies for them to keep reanimating. 2216. So wait, do I just not need these other two? What? I'm so confused right now. Well, nothing I can do with the fire alarm. I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that because you have done this and have not withheld your son, your only son. What? Why did I run into it? I need to run around it. Jeez. Well, good thing I kept the healing items. Am I crazy? What am I missing here? I obviously don't have all the passcodes. 'Cause otherwise this door would be unlocked. I'm hurting my brain right now. That one's locked. This is just a phone. What could that possibly mean? Still the only one that's unlocked. Basement 2. Maybe like Eden, even though that's not possible with those characters. Alright, Genesis. What am I missing here? Tree apple man woman. If I'm guessing off there's letter shapes, maybe woman, apple, tree, man, so W-A-T-M? Try that. Maybe it's like Abel from Cain and Abel. I'm so lost right now. So I can't do anything as soon as I leave this room. I can't even access that bottom area. That does not help me. Have free disc. Why can't I use the other two? I'm so confused right now. You obviously don't. As if you did, we would be in that room already. We're gonna save real quick before we lose even more progress. I'm gonna take a little bit of backtracking because I don't have any safe rooms here, unfortunately. I guess since we can't use them, we'll just put them all to MO disk. This is rather frustrating though, I can't lie. Thank you, Siri, for the quick block on that. So frustrated to just pass the ink ribbons. I'm to the point I'm about to just, like, translate that. 'Cause I don't know what else I'm supposed to do with that passcode. Can't use the MO disk anywhere. Can't do anything with this door either. Only opens in case of emergency. I just happened to look over and catch my dog trying to get into something that didn't exist. A little side table next to my bed. We have not won yet. I'm stuck on a puzzle. And I'm close to resorting to a guide, because you would hope. What does that even translate to down there? Because that's where I'm stuck at. I have these MO discs that I can't use. There's no routes I can take. I'm genuinely confused and stuck. Screw it. There's a path up here that's like a hole in the ground. It's got an ink ribbon in front of it. If I can't use that... I'm resorting to looking up a guide. Because I don't know the runic alphabet like that. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's great. I'm in danger now. Yeah, screw it. Give me a second. I'm about to look this up because I don't know what else I'm supposed to do at this point. Just a second. Okay, yeah, there's no way in hell I would have found that out. Apparently that translates to molt. There's... How am I supposed to figure that out in-game? I'm so confused. That's the password to that... Wait. Which one's the X-ray room? Because I'm so dumbfounded on how I was supposed to figure that out organically. Because I've been stuck on this for like, I don't even know, like an hour? This stick drift is gonna drive me insane. It just started recently. I feel really dumb now, because I never looked at the picture in Justice Light. Skill issue on my part. Oh god. I was trying so hard to figure that out, and it was literally right in front of me the entire time. I'm gonna go beat my head against a brick wall real quick. Be right back. I feel like I solved harder puzzles like than that in Dino Crisis. Time for me to go hang my head in shame. Oh god. I found the blue light right off the, right off the bat. So every time I looked at that picture, the blue light was on. Not my proudest moment. That is funny that they use that as the password, considering Ada's position for the rest of the series. Did I just misspell it? M-O-L-E. Oh, yeah, I just misspelled it. Love the little hand gestures at the bottom. Oh no, that's done. I might have actually been able to finish this game tonight if it weren't for that hang-up. Well, that and a couple deaths. I did die a few times. Alright, Umbrella Incorporated, bioweapon materials. Or yeah. Cerberus is the dog, Neptune being the shark, Hunter's my favorite, and the Tyrant, which is the boss of the game. This is the Bioweapon Research Institute R&D staff with Wesker at the end. It all makes sense now. Definitely be taking the lab key. Security system. Helicopter port. Executives and government officials only on helicopter port. This restriction may not apply in case of an accident. Passage to the helicopter. No one is allowed to enter unless they are attended by a research consultant or security director. All others will be shot on sight. Elevator stops during emergencies. Visual data room is within the control of Special Research Division. Keith Arving, the room manager, is designated to have jurisdiction over the room usage. Prison Sanitation Division controls the usage of the prison. Consultant researchers E. Smith, S. Ross, A. Wesker must be present if the virus is used. And triple locked door, no one is allowed to enter this unless he presents all passcode documents. Passcode documents must be created on specialized output machine by the chief researcher of each block. Power room, only headquarters supervisor may enter. This restriction may not apply if the consultant researcher has received special instructions. Passcode machine, no one's allowed to use the passcode output machine but the chief researchers. Basement level 4, top secret regarding the progress of the Tyrant after use of the T-Virus. No moment of realization from Jill that Wesker's behind all of this? Or Shane? Guessing this is for the power room. Gotta respect Wesker's sweet comeback blonde. Is it technically a pompadour? I don't know if it's long enough. Well, that was loud. And these zombies just respawn. I found that out the hard way. The ones in the side rooms don't, but that main hallway, they just keep coming back. Shotgun ammo! I don't care about the operating table. I need the important bits. The bullets. Ooh. I have a blue herb in my safe box so I can mix with these. I was confused for a second what I'm supposed to do with this puzzle, but I think I've got it. I did that wrong. I'm afraid to push the box over the button because I feel like it'll set off the gas. So that being the case, I think the safest bet is to push us over the pathway. Oh, thank you for that. Oh shit, thanks for stopping by. How you doing today? Prefer me call you... If I remember correctly, it's Lexi, right? Appreciate you swinging by, and I definitely need a stretch after the headache I've given myself playing this game. We're cycling. I just pushed that box too far again. Why do I do these things to myself? There's a decoding puzzle that I failed to decode and resorted to a game guide that made me feel stupid. So now my brain has gone completely smooth on me. Okay, let's try this again. We want to push these steps up to that hole in the wall, but we also don't want to set off that trap. That red button on the floor that's going to gas me to death. I appreciate the vote of confidence. I need that boost right now. Let's make sure I can still get on this side of these steps. I can. Should give me just enough space to do what I need to. Oh. That's exactly what I wanted to avoid. Probably have the poison condition now, don't I? Oh, nice. I feel like I'm really just overcomplicating this puzzle. This one shouldn't be as difficult as I'm making it. Far enough away from the wall. I can push this freely once I need to. Push this one forward. Around the stairs. Push it down. That one's where that needs to be. Go around my elbow to get to my thumb. And then now I just get to push that one straight forward. Should not have taken me nearly as long as it did. Make sure there's enough space for the stairs. How is my... How is this not covered? I'm so confused. I still died. Oh! How is the vent not covered? The box is over it entirely. I'm so confused. Gotta love the classic metal scraping across the concrete, generically sound effect. I hope I loaded the right file. Sound like you were cranking them, not moving them. You're not wrong. Yes, that was metal scraping. Peak 90s sound effect. Yeah, I actually have a sale going this month. trying to cover my doctor's appointment at the end of the month and also just kind of catch up on bills where I can. Oh, thank God I did go save after I did the stuff down in the basement. I was thinking I had to go back all the way through another puzzle back in those tunnels. Trying to think. Because I know my last doctor's appointment was like, I think $20 through Planned Parenthood, and then my meds with my current insurance were like $4 a piece. Something like that. I don't love generics, but I'd say with like how much VGen takes out of everything, probably like a minimum of like $50. But again, that appointment is until like the 21st, so I've got time. But obviously the sooner the better, because it'd also be nice to help catch up on other bills while I can. Trying to think. I feel like I can drop off a health item. Oh shit, thanks for the sub. That reminds me, I need to get back on the emotes. I'm like 0.2 viewers away from getting affiliate, so I can finally start using my emotes on other channels. Oh shit, that's what's up. Seriously, thank you. I'll even throw my hat in the ring. I got a cool furry on it. And I do draw like non-anther stuff. I've just been on a furry kick as of late, so that's what most of my shit's been. Like, obviously it doesn't hurt to fall into a niche, but I've drawn, I want to say anime, but my style never was quite anime, but definitely Western with anime influence, I guess would be the best way to explain it. Like, if I really put myself to the grindstone, I can replicate any, like, specific, like, anime panels outside of, like, I don't know, shit like, what's his name? The guy who does Dr. Stone? Boichi? I can't do Boichi, I'm sorry. But, like, if, like, I can emulate stuff like, Gege Akatami. I'm trying to think. Hunter x Hunter. I can't remember his name. I know that mangaka, but not off, like, I'm drawing blanks at the moment. And recently I realized with like as much furry stuff as I've been drawing, I can finally draw Sonic stuff, which was something I struggled with when I was younger. I don't know why. It's like, theoretically, like with me being able to draw basically any like old school cartoon stuff, like Garfield, and like Calvin and Hobbes style, that type of stuff, you would think that Sonic wouldn't have been too difficult, but Took me longer than I'd like to admit to get the hang of. I need to hurt the Black Da Vinci install. I can do that. That is something in my wheelhouse. Which one of these rooms had that green herb? I need that one sheep lady and that one dude. I need that octopus wide. Where was that green herb at that I found earlier? Shit. Gotta be in here, right? This will be the only other room I haven't checked yet. Aha, I was right. Do the slideshow again. I'm gonna speed through it just because I already read all these documents. You were perfectly fine, Lexi. It's wide open. I just am too focused on the game at the moment, to be quite honest. So you're golden. No worries. Like, if you've seen any of my other socials, it's... yeah, I'm not too concerned. Spoilers for a 30-year-old game. Albert Wesker's a bad guy. Albert Wesker single-handedly had me distrusting Gale and Dino Crisis. I thought he'd just like Volcano. You know what's ironic? I forgot about the boulders in this game. And I just feel like it would have been really funny if, on the remake that they did, if they would have offered an option for Chris to just punch the boulders instead of get crushed by them. It would have been canonically accurate. Unless we're saying that he hadn't started boulder punching back in these times. Lanolin the sheep and mimic the octopus. Got you. No, mostly mimic. Hold on, I have to roll my joint real quick. things I think about him are a bit unhinged, but it's okay because he's evil, so saying I want to blow him up and do redacted is completely warranted. Just one bullet away from him falling. Of course. Dear God, that noise. Okay, let's do the puzzle that I just spent 30 minutes redoing 20 times, only to die to the same poison gas that I was trying to avoid. Let's not forget the shotgun ammo. From IDW Sonic. Is there— wait, there's somebody named Decoy Octopus in Metal Gear Solid? There's too many damn villains in that series, I'd have lost track. The only ones that matter to me are Sniper Wolf, Vamp, and then, like, the entire, like, rogues gallery of Metal Gear Solid 3. Just because that's the one I put the most hours into, which is saying something, because Metal Gear Solid was, like, 90% of my childhood gaming experience. When I get done replaying through Resident Evil, I want to start doing Metal Gear Solid. Only issue with that franchise is how many of them are on later consoles, which I do not currently have access to. Why, game? How is that not enough space? I'm gonna move these boxes and I'm gonna get gassed out even though the vents are covered. this game do this to me. I have to restart the entire puzzle. I'm in caution from that? Holy shit. Good thing I have more medical supplies, but damn. It's like, is there a faster way of doing this that I'm just not seeing? Because, like, I tried pushing it from this side, but that hole right there stops me. I didn't even realize they came out with a 3DS port. I'm not gonna lie, I was overly excited when I found out they brought back the Ape Escape minigame. I feel like that was too far over, and that's how I got gassed to death the first time. So we're gonna do that. Wish me luck. Matter of fact, we're gonna see if this will push between those two before I push that box any further. Of course, I didn't give myself enough space. Tank controls. Gotta love them. Oh, there's the red herb that I missed out on last time. Looks like it'll go, so... Alright, I didn't die. Carry that with me back to the box when I go back. I was about to be so mad if I wasn't lined up well enough to go through this. Oh, I thought a cutscene was happening, I was scared. More revolver ammo. Blessing and a curse. Oh, hey. I don't have the thing I need for this. Sweet. Damn, it's already 11. Nope. Oh, come on. This is bullshit. I'm genuinely so close to finishing this. But unfortunately, I do believe I'm gonna have to call it here, just because my poor wife does have to wake up much earlier than I tomorrow. And she had a long day because it was her first day back in office. I wound up taking the time to just be the best housewife I could and clean up and do all that fun stuff. Alright. So that in mind, we're gonna run back to the save point, grab out the MO disc. Well, actually, we're right here, so go ahead and mix that green herb up since I decided to take way too much damage. Oh, wait, no, I already have mixed herbs, that's right. Those aren't the mixed herbs that I thought. There we go. We're gonna do some inventory management before I end stream. There we go. So at least we have 2 full heals. How many Magnum rounds do we have? I haven't used any that I know of. Damn, only 18? Like, on one hand, that is a pretty decent amount, but... never hurts to have more. So I'm gonna swap this out. Grab the MO disc, so that way when I save and we pick up next week to actually beat the game, because there's no reason I shouldn't beat it in a 3-hour stream next Wednesday. Everything is ready to go. Only real question mark is going to be if I'm prepped enough for the final fight, or if I wind up dying and having to change my supply. Surprisingly, no. You would think. But instead, you fight, what's his name? Mr. X's older brother. He lacks the, yeah, right, exactly. Mr. W lacks the swagger of Mr. X. He doesn't have nearly as much drip as the kids say. Come to think of it, at the ass end of this game, they really just started saying, here's a bunch of naked zombies that want to kill you. Still can't. Oh shit! I didn't even know that last one drops. Cause I was gonna say I can't get over the two that just slither out of the wall magically. Yes, most certainly will use the ink ribbon. That taken care of. Let me see if there's anybody live that I can send y'all over to. If y'all have any suggestions, I'm more than open. Holy shit, Otter Pups is still going? FGC. Hey, there's nothing wrong with the FGC. I'm dog shit, but I still like to play fighting games. Last time I was really heavily into a series was like on Xbox 360 era's Tekken. I was a lot more proficient at that than I am at the current one. I bought it, and I tried my ass off to get good at Asuka again, but yeah, it didn't work out in my favor. How about this? Would y'all prefer art or gaming? Gaming? Okay, fuck it. Somebody that I followed on through TikTok, so I will send you their way. I hope I'm pronouncing their name right. It's Occamy, Occimy. If you could, show some love and appreciation. And in the meantime, I really appreciate y'all hanging out and for having patience with me while I struggled through every damn puzzle tonight. Hope y'all have a good rest of the week. I'll be live again Friday with some art. Depending, I might either be working on commissions, finishing up another piece, or starting something completely new. We'll find out, but it'll be art of some type. And then Sunday, I should be wrapping up the main storyline of Jet Set Radio Future, but I am actually trying to 100% it, so I might get a couple more streams out of it depending on what I get accomplished this Sunday. That said, again, appreciate y'all. Have a great rest of your night. Take care of yourselves, most importantly. Y'all take it easy.